Look at her go, 40 people. God, I need a haircut. I'm going to get a haircut on the way to Florida. No doubt. Hamburg 75. How many beers you have yet, Hamburg? You fucking goofball. What was this stupid comment? Bully, from Nathan Moore, whoever the fuck you are. Bully, quick, can I get your thoughts on LGD 4003 and GW? I don't know what the fuck that is. Give me a break, dude. Speak English. Found a more comfortable way to sit in this fucking room while I go live. I had to move my chair closer to the window. So anyway, what's on everybody's mind? Oh, he asked about SARMs? SARMs are bullshit, dude. I tried that MK677, and that shit sucks. Wolfpack Eric, what up, bro? Jay, how do I get rid of gyno? I'm 16. I would go in there myself with a razor blade. Jay, have you ever considered a toupee? No. I gotta get a haircut, assholes. I was in the hospital for 5 fucking weeks. Now I can't get it around anywhere except for paying for a fucking lift. And it's fucking expensive as fuck. Cream pie any skanks lately? No. I'm very upset about it. Oh, I can wipe my ass just fine. Yeah. Here we go. Same old questions. Just shave it all, brother. Yeah, that's a good idea, but, you know, I don't have anyone to do it for me. Because I would miss spots in the back, and I'm not shaving my head unless it's perfect. I don't like a bald head or a shaved. I don't want to do it bald. I would just shave it with clippers with no attachment. But I like it perfect. Whenever someone does their own head, there's always that one little spot they missed, and they look like a fucking idiot. Yeah, everyone forget about SARMs. Cream Pie Dale's wife. That frigid little bitch probably showers with her clothes on. Do you shave your balls or just your shaft? Shaving your balls is a really tricky situation because your ball skin isn't really smooth unless you stretch the living dog shit out of it. That's not exactly comfortable. So, Chris Pantera, SARMs are the gateway drug to homosexuality. I think you're onto something there. But I think you meant kratom. Is your belly button an innie or an outie? What do you think, I'm from Africa, you dumb fuck? Of course it's an innie. Wolfpack Eric's got a question. We give him respect. Big J, when you get back to Delray, the Maniacs should throw you a welcome back get-together at Texas Roadhouse. There's not many Maniacs really in the area. I don't know. I only know of a couple, if that. Chuck E. Cheese Ranch. A Rimastain is a suicide AI and works as well. Can buy it over the counter since it's DHEA derived. Yeah, all that shit's gay. Jones Daniel 123. You can take the Negro out of the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out of the Negro. Well said. I don't think I could have said it any better myself. So, here we go. A fake Big Rob Fitness account. Let's see what this dickhead has to say. You see the video of Schwarzenegger getting drop kicked? Yes, I did. And I'm going to leave that to all the other cookie cutter people to discuss. Because those of you that follow the bully know why that happened. It was racial. Because the person who did it has a smaller brain. But you can't speak the truth. So just let the pundits and the mainstream media fucking tell you about how it was actually white people's fault because South Africa oppressed the blacks for so long. Don't listen to the truth. So I don't want to speak about the Schwarzenegger thing anymore because we all know the truth. So why do we need to talk about it? Just watch all the lies on television. Shit. Even YouTube celebrities like Dave Palumbo will probably give you a lie. Big J, please come back and order 66 Robzilla. We all miss you. Oh my God, have you ever seen Jason's Jackoff video? Why do you guys always ask me that? K Fitness 324. Have you ever been depressed, McBully? Yeah. When I was reeling in this really big fish, and I almost got it to shore, and then he wiggled off the hook, and I cried, and my dad called me a pussy and said he didn't love me. Hey, Big J, do you need a cleanup guy for your trip to Florida? We need some willing females to accept cream pies before we start accepting applications for cleanup guys. Bully, I heard you dated a man before. Dude, a one-night stand is technically not dating. Tell us about the jobs you've had. Blow jobs, rim jobs, nose jobs. When are you going to your mom's? I have no clue. I know we leave here sometime Monday. Ape's gonna ape. Yep. Why are you guys so concerned about going to my mom's? Ask me about my living situation. My living situation is heal up my legs and get another truck driving job that has a sleeper cab. Because that's my way of life. Jay, you seem annoyed today. No, I'm just speaking louder because you guys bitch about my mic. Robzilla is killing the Misfits. You guys said the same thing about Pomps, too. The J Super Stack is making you very pissed off lately. Oh, you mean the Bedroom Bully 450? Where you take a cc of Cypionate 250, a cc of Propionate 100, and a cc of water-based suspension 100, and put it all in the same syringe? Yeah, it's got me a little pissed off. The Bedroom Bully 450 is the most superior product on the market, and I hope to get it fucking tested on fucking humans soon. Here's someone original. Hi, fat boy. Are you getting any sun, Bully? I got some sun the other day. It was like 80 here. Oh my God, here's a stupid fuck. When are you heading back to Florida? Monday, dipshit. So anyway, you guys are filled with nothing but retarded comments today. So I'm going to talk about me for a minute. Tomorrow is a very big day, and I'll tell you guys why. I don't know if you guys saw me today in the gym. I made a video of myself walking, and I don't know if you noticed, but my braces were locked in the straight position, commonly referred to as peg leg. So I've been peg legging it ever since I've been on my feet. Well, according to my doctor's plans that he sent me home with, tomorrow, the big day, I get to open up my braces to 45 degrees while I'm walking. So I know that's not a lot, but it's going to give me a little bit. Should make getting in and out of a lift when I order a transportation a lot fucking easier instead of being fucking peg-legged. Being peg-legged has got me pissed off. So tomorrow is a very exciting day. I get to set my braces to 45 degrees instead of being pegged. Big day tomorrow. Then I don't think I get to go to 90 until like June 2nd. So June 2nd is going to be my next real big day. So until then, why don't you guys suck some balls? Oh my God, someone made a comment in here. Jason's loads were amazing. Why are you watching Jason masturbate? I swear to God, you're not right if you're watching Jason masturbate. Jay, what's your relationship with Lou? I don't have one, and I'd really like to keep it that way. Thank you very much. Did Jane call and wish you a speedy recovery? No, she didn't, but either did Lenny. Jay, what's your mom cooking for dinner? I have no idea. Oh, Big Lenny's ab wants to go live with me. Big Rob Fitness trying to fucking bait me here. Do you think Pomps masterminded the whole attack on Arnold? Well, no, I think it was Brad, actually. Brad is usually behind everything evil and sinister. Pomps is just his fucking dummy. Morons are still telling me to speak up. Rob Zilla's not a bad guy. I don't know, but I didn't listen to the podcast. Is that what's got you guys so pissed off? The podcast? Dude, I'm not a big fan of the podcasts. I mean, watching Jason and Lenny open up presents and then listening to Lenny fucking talk about trannies. I mean, come on. Get some new material. Rob Zilla fucking spiced it up a little bit. Imagine if Joe Rogan had Lenny on every fucking week. His podcast would die. Rob Zilla is everything Pomps dreams to be. No, I don't think so. I think Pomps has got his shit a lot more together. What's the pip like on water-based test? Terrible. You better be a man if you're going to shoot water-based test. My ass feels like I got bit by a rattlesnake. Mixing it with oil, I don't think affects the pip. Why would you take water base with oil? You're showing you know nothing about gear. Dude, they're not going to stay together once they're in your buttocks, you moron. It's all powder anyway. You're going by old, outdated motherfucking bro science that when you shoot Winstrel, you got to shoot it in its separate syringe. So you just need to pack up your yoga mat and go away. Daddy, you're awesome on Klonopin. Yeah, thank you. Loyal muchacho. I did not take my meds today. I'm prescribed a tramadol and a Klonopin in every morning and every evening. Actually, I think I'm allowed like 3 tramadol a day. Depends how long I want them to last. But anyway, so before I went live, I took my morning Klonopin and my evening Klonopin and 2 tramadol. My little cocktail. And no, I'm not drinking. I don't know why you guys think that. Got a 2-liter of Diet 7-Up right here. I love 7-Up, but they won't accept my marketing slogan. I came up with a beautiful slogan for a television marketing blitz. It goes something like this. 7-Up. It's like Sprite, but for white people. Hey Jay, you like BBWs? No, I do not. Who likes fat girls? Oh God, here's another moron. When are you headed back to Florida? Monday, you faggot. Well, I'll tell you what. When you're stuck in leg immobilizers like me, Planet Fitness works just fine. They got 2 back machines that work perfectly right now for me in my situation. I like their row machine, their seated row, and I like their front pull down. They're nice. Jay Gump, got your magic shoes on? Have you ever been pegged? No, but it's early. You should peg like Dale. But Dale's got his own living hell. He's got a wife with no self-esteem, and he's got 2 little kids that are never going to be tall enough to make anything out of themselves except being wrestlers. You know the person who's picking me up? I'll ask you one question. Who told you? Then I'll know if you're lying or not. Jay, what do you think of the raw meat diet? Stupid. Pegged Bundy. I love Peg Bundy. Oh my God, was she hot on that show. I don't know. People keep bringing up Colin von Monger. I have no idea who that is. Today my cum came up all the way to my forehead. It a new record for me. You stupid motherfucker, you should have put a funnel in your mouth and caught that shit. How stupid are you? That cum was wasted. You need to be punished. You guys stop talking about Jason's loads. Think you and Lenny will bury the hatchet? I don't know. That's up to Lou, right? I don't know. I don't know the situation. Nobody talks to me. Nobody tells me what's going on. Last I heard, Lou was calling the shots, and Lenny was not allowed to be around me or talk to me. So why don't you guys ask Lenny? Why don't you guys ask Brad? Why don't you guys call in the podcast? Ask Lenny directly. Is Lou going to let you be around Big J? Make sure you ask it that particular way. Is Lou going to let you? Because Lenny's going to try and backpedal and pretend like Lou's not calling the shots. And Lenny's not a very good backpedaler. PJ Braun's athlete got first at the New York Pro. I had heard that was pretty much guaranteed going to happen. Thoughts on the movie Rudy? It's not bad for a sports movie. I mean, if you're a Notre Dame fan, I guess it's awesome. But it's not bad. Jay, what is your experience with SARMs? I think they're gay as fuck. Oh, you guys are that upset that Rob Zilla insulted the Maniacs while he was hammered, wasted? Let me get one thing clear. He insulted every Maniac. Okay, that's wrong. Because only half of you are fucking morons and idiots. So he insulted half of you. The other half deserved it. Cut the guy some slack. Where is Big Richard been? I believe Big Richard cut his ties when he found out about Lenny's porn tape. He turned down an invitation to come do a podcast with Lenny. And that was pretty much the end of it. What race of people do you hate the most? Blacks, Asians, or Pakis? Pakis are technically Asian, I would believe. There's only 3 races. I don't know. It's pretty hard to hate blacks. That's like hating a dog for shitting on the rug. You know, it just doesn't know any better. You know, you can't hate your dog because it took a big old heaping dump on your brand new carpeting. Because that's what dogs do. So you can't hate it. So why could I hate blacks? Same thing. They're going to do what they're going to do. You can't hate them for it. It's what they are. Asians, on the other hand, I don't trust those sneaky motherfuckers. Look what they did with Pearl Harbor. Never trust a fucking Asian. And I don't like those Asians that have that long pinky fingernail. Like they're going to do a bump of fucking heroin or something. That's creepy as fuck. We need a woman on the podcast. You know what? You'd have to leave Lenny at home because Lenny would scare her off. Lenny can't meet a woman without the first thing coming out of his mouth saying, "Would you shit on me?" Or "Would you beat me while I work out?" I mean, the guy has no social skills. I never knew that about big clits. You have to slide a big clit to the side to put your cock in? That doesn't sound right. Why not just push the clit in the pussy with your dick, and then as you're pulling in and out, the clit's going to get worked so she could actually have a clitoral orgasm while you're fucking her. Sounds like the best of both worlds for me. Jay, who is your favorite Misfits character? You can't choose yourself, and you have to pick one. Well, let's see. Can't pick Nate, because he hasn't apologized for Pearl Harbor. Can't pick Jason, because he's a retard. I can't pick Lenny because he's living under fucking Lou's thumb. He's not his own man until he breaks free. Big Richard. I like Big Richard a lot, but he's not technically a misfit anymore, is he? Big Richard fucking says what he means and means what he says and lives by his word. But I can't pick Big Richard. I'd be selling out my boy Brad, who's a good friend, and Andrew, my mentor. I don't know. I think let me look at the question. Does the question say misfit character? Misfit character. Okay. Since the question it says misfit character, I'm going to go with Brad Wolf. Because Brad's hilarious on the Misfits. I love it when he rides Jason's ass. But if you were going to ask me who's my favorite Misfit, I would have maybe said Andrew, because Andrew is such a nice guy, and I like to call Andrew when I need a voice of reason. when I need to talk to someone normal who will answer questions like a human being, not like a fucking misfit. So I'm going to pick Big Brad Wolf just because of the way you phrased the question. You asked who's my favorite Misfits character. You were a better podcast guest than Lenny. Do you recommend Cialis pre-workout? Well, that can get pretty expensive. I don't know how dangerous that is either. I'm not a cardiologist. There's some bro science behind it. The first I ever heard of such a thing was years ago. I heard that the bicycle racers were taking Viagra before races. Like the Tour de France guys were taking Viagra. Now, Viagra is shorter acting. So that makes more sense for an athletic contest, like a race. Whereas Viagra is long acting. So I don't know. I don't know how to answer that question. I'm not a doctor. I would hate for you to take a Cialis pre-workout and then go croak. I have taken Cialis pre-workout. And I've taken Cialis pre-workout without even thinking about it. Like, I mean, if it's truly a, what do they say it is? A 36-hour drug? Something like that? I mean, think about it. Like, say you take a Cialis on a Friday after work to bone your old lady, and then Saturday morning you go to the gym. Technically, you're still on Cialis. And I think Cialis is actually works better the second day. Sometimes Cialis doesn't work that first day for me. If I know I got a big fuck coming up, I'll usually take a Cialis the day before and the day of. Because that first day, sometimes it doesn't work. But I guess you can stack Cialis and Viagra. Something I've never tried, but I'm gonna. Jay, will it affect your lifting conditions knowing that your legs tore under a weight that Kalura could handle with his arms? Great to see you walk again, nonetheless. Best wishes. You know, that's such a stupid question because Andrew Kalura, as far as powerlifting is concerned, is completely all washed up. I know he did real well in that bodybuilding show and got first, and I'm very happy for him, but I heard he's injured as fuck. I heard he might even need surgery. So Andrew Kalura is not the same guy that you're bowing down and worshiping. And remember, he's a lot younger than I am. He's almost 10 years younger than me, isn't he? Isn't he over 40? Let's see Andrew Kalura, what he looks like when he's 50. So, anyway, I don't want to get into it with Andrew Kalura. He's too unstable. Them Italians, you can't trust them. They switched sides in both world wars. And that's true. You can Google that. They changed sides in World War I, and they changed sides in World War II. So I don't trust Italians. Thoughts on SARMs? They're the gateway to homosexuality. People who do SARMs are the same kind of people who do Kratom. Jay, go in the gym and yell, Timmy. I don't know what that means. Jay, were you... Your typing sucks. Here's what you typed. Jay, were you molested as a kid? No, but I wish I was. If I got to get a nut, I'd consider that a victimless crime. Now, if I got fucked in the ass, I'd be pissed off. But if someone played with my diddle and got me to spew a little love seed, that's a victimless crime. I would not prosecute. Enjoy your infection mixing water base and oil. Next, you'll be taking Winnie for max effort lifts again, you gear virgin. Oh, Southern Power 34 is a scientist. Oh, God. Does he even have a real picture? Or is he hiding behind a fake account? I'll tell you what. I've taken Winstrol before by itself in its own syringe and gotten the worst goddamn pips. Couldn't train, couldn't walk, had to lay in bed and put fucking ice bags on it. Sometimes that water-based shit turns on you. Prove you're white. Show us your belly button. Fuck you. Jay, are you drunk? No! Jay, why is there an empty beer bottle behind you? Where? You're an idiot. Will you transition from a walker to a cane? My doctor never said anything about that. I've got his written down plans to take with me to Florida, and I didn't see anything about a cane in there either. I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to take these leg braces off at 10 weeks. I know, what did I say? June 2nd, I get to go to 90 degrees. That's really as far ahead as I've looked. All I know is tomorrow I get to go to 45 degrees. And that's going to be a joyous, joyous day. Now tomorrow, I don't get to go to the gym because I've already done upper body 4 times today. I did my push, pull, split. And I did push on Tuesday, pull on Wednesday, took Thursday off, did push on Friday, pull on Saturday. So I got to take another day off. I'm pissed. I'm going crazy, man. I need something to do, man. Can only jerk off so many times. Hey, what's in Florida? Old ladies are in Florida. I'm getting tired. That Klonopin works. White Knight J, Florida needs you. Will you ever be able to squat what you used to be able to? I have no idea to that answer, but I know I have no plans on trying. At 50 years old, building back up to a 600-pound squat, I think it's doable, but I just don't have the drive to do it. I don't see what it would prove. All I could do would be hurt myself again. I'm just going to do sets of 12 with 225. Maybe dabble around with fucking 275. Maybe, who knows? Maybe throw 315 on there eventually. We're talking months down the road now, folks. Months. because I asked my physical therapist. I said, when do you think I could throw a broomstick on my back and start doing squats with nothing but a broomstick? And she said, you better stop, because if your doctor heard you talking about squats, he would lose his fucking mind. But I think it says in there I'm allowed to start strength training my legs like week 10, something like that. Doing all that cable shit. Leg extensions, leg curls, that stupid leg press that is cable operated that the women use, that hack squat that's cable operated. I'm pretty much in the beginning not going to do anything plate loaded for my legs. I'm basically going to stick to that section where all those machines are pin selector. Like pin select hack squat, pin select leg press. I think that's going to be a lot safer. Hack squats would probably be the most dangerous exercise for me, besides maybe front squat. But that's a long way down the road. I imagine my very, very first day of trying to do some quads, because my hamstrings are strong as fuck. As much as I've been stretching my hamstrings during rehab, and stretching builds strength. And obviously while I'm walking around with no quads, my hamstrings are overcompensating. So I'm not really worried about hamstring training when I first get back to it. I mean, I might do some leg curls just to stretch my quads. In fact, that's a good idea. But God, I can't imagine my very first workout when I go to get on that leg extension machine. Like it's 15 with 20 fucking pounds. So it's going to be tough, man. But I'm a tough motherfucker. I'll get through it. Look at Dale. Dale's been stalling getting back into the gym. Nothing but excuses coming out of the Dale Chance camp. Big J got in the gym the first day he got out of the rehab, the in-house rehab facility. Actually, not the first day. When they dropped me off at the hotel, I pretty much took the first day to just kind of get settled. That was pretty much enough being on my feet for the day. But the very next day, Tuesday morning, I was at the motherfucking gym doing Smith machine bench press. Dale didn't go to the gym the very first day he could have. Fat little fucker. So to answer your question about squats, I would say no. Because I'm probably going to concentrate more on the deadlift. Because the deadlift has less of an eccentric motion, because you start at the bottom. The start of the deadlift is a concentric contraction, which is not difficult on the quadricep tendon. So I will probably be doing a lot of deadlifts, because you start in the concentric position down in the bottom. So I think I'll be deadlifting more than I can squat for the rest of my life. So it is what it is. Who really cares? Are you worried about a porch, you know what, killing you? No, because I don't go around them. They smell. Let's hear some of your elitist politics, especially about how you frown on handouts. Let me ask you a question, asshole. How long you been contributing to Social Security? You know that thing on your check? FICA? FICA? That's Social Security. That comes out of every single check. My very first job was the summer between 7th and 8th grade. I did landscaping at an apartment complex. And they don't take federal or state out of minors' paychecks. But you know what? Way back then in 1982 or whatever it was, they were taking FICA out of my check. So I've been paying into Social Security since like 1982, approximately. So if I need to go on short-term disability through Social Security, that's my money. I've been putting that money in there for years. So I don't consider that a handout. I consider you a dumb, ignorant piece of shit. And that's all I got to say about that. Ever consider taking a trip to the Peg, Winnipeg, Manitoba? You know, now that you need a passport to go to Canada, probably no. I am against getting a passport because I don't ever really... The only places I want to go would be maybe Canada or the Bahamas, which is real close to Florida. So I don't see me getting a passport. Do you think you went too far today with Dale Chance? No, because obviously when he went to Andrew Kalura's bodybuilding show, and Andrew was filming, did you happen to see Dale Chance mocking me because I can't squat? That fat little uneducated hillbilly mocking me? And you know what the funny thing is you can't mock someone if that person doesn't see it. And Dale is such a little coward because he doesn't want his kids to see what I have to say about him, because he's got them brainwashed into thinking third place is good. So how can Dale mock me when he's got me blocked? But anyway, other people recorded it and sent it to me. And I see Giggles Kalura sitting there giggling like a little girl, filming Dale. And Dale is trying to mock me because I can't squat. Well, I'm recovering a fuck of a lot faster than Dale. Doing better than Dale. So no, I didn't take it too far on Dale. Dale's a fucking nobody. Dale is clinging to fucking wearing that Lenny Reps t-shirt everywhere he goes, hoping that someone will recognize him. How long till the first set of squats? I have no clue. It's even if I do a set of squats with a broomstick on my back, it's the eccentric phase of that lift going down that is scary. That's where you're going to hurt a tendon, on the eccentric. So I think I'm going to be doing some cable work in the little girls section of the gym for a few weeks before I get the balls to put a fucking broomstick on my back and see if I can get to parallel. I'm not in any hurry to squat. I want to get a couple weeks in doing leg equipment that's all cable operated, all pin select. You know, extensions, curls, a pin select, leg press, a pin select, hack squat. I think I can do stiff-legged deadlifts. I think that's the one power move that I can probably do right away. I mean, why can't I go in the gym and start doing fucking stiff-legged deadlifts right away? You're basically got... your quads shouldn't move at all during a stiff-legged deadlift. So that might be my very first power move, a stiff-legged deadlift. I might have to get real good at those. And then obviously the deadlift is going to become very important. Like I said earlier, you start the deadlift in the concentric position. You know, shit, if you're doing singles with the deadlift, there really is no eccentric. You're pretty much just letting the bar come, under control, letting the bar come to the ground. Technically, you can't drop it or the lift doesn't count, but you just got to kind of keep your hands on it and let it come to the floor. I've seen guys doing speed workouts, where they do a big group of guys will get in line and they'll do sets of one with a banded deadlift, a platform where you can put a band on. We paused a little bit, but someone explained that to me as a deadlift party, because I guess it's really fun. A group of guys all doing speed singles. I guess it's fun. But I think that would be good for my knee to do deadlift singles with a band in the 60 to 70% range. Because the band is going to give you more resistance the higher you go off the floor, which I think would also be nice for the knee. Less resistance while you're down low. Now, on the flip side, I thought about doing my squats with chains because of Big Rob and the influence Big Rob had on my life. No, actually, in actuality, what my theory is with the chains is as you're going down in the squat, which is the eccentric phase, the chain starts to pile up on the floor and the load gets less and less as the lower you go. So I think that would be helpful for my knee. And then as you stand up into the concentric phase of the lift and the chain comes up off the floor, your load is increased. So I'd be happy starting out somewhere that has maybe a safety bar. I think a safety bar would be good for my knees too. I know a lot of you guys make fun of the safety bar, but shit, a lot of very successful powerlifters use the safety bar. So I think a safety bar with chains and some speed deadlifts with bands will be in my future once I get going. But I never plan on competing again. I'm just talking about, getting a little bit of strength. I also, for some stupid reason, now I have no aspirations to do any tall box jumps. But I'd like, if I go to a gym that has tires and all that strongman shit, all that CrossFit shit, I wouldn't mind warming up with doing some very, very low box jumps. Like they might not even have a box low enough for me. We might have to improvise something. But for some reason, since I've been hurt, I've been thinking about box jumps. Like, God, would that feel good to be able to jump onto a box? It's very low impact because you're not coming back down to the ground. You're jumping up. So your load isn't coming back down. So if we can find me a box low enough, I might start out doing some very low box jumps. Anyway, I know how bored you guys get talking about the science behind training. Most of you guys are bro lifters. I can't stand bro lifters. You know what a bro lifter? A bro lifter, if he let's say he went on vacation and he hasn't trained in a week, his first workout back, he's doing shoulders. That's a bro lifter. He's getting in front of that mirror and he's making sure he's getting those side laterals in. That is typical of a bro lifter. Shoulders is his number one priority. Whereas for me, if I had a forced layoff that was out of my control, my first workout back was always squats. Even though I wanted to bench, I thought, you know what? I haven't trained in a while. I will stimulate the most muscle tissue if I squat. And I will because when you take a layoff, the growth you get training after a layoff, that's easy muscle. Okay? So I thought, well, if I'm going to be getting easy muscle, I might as well start with an exercise that recruits the maximal amount of fibers. So I always did legs after a layoff. Some people are like, how can you squat after you haven't been to the gym? Well, you don't go as heavy, asshole. You haven't forgotten how to squat. Every man wants the shoulders of Dana Lynn Bailey. That's hilarious. That's definitely a bro lifter. Yeah, man, I haven't been to the gym in 2 weeks. Think I'm going to hit some delts, bro. When will you begin to walk upstairs? I don't know. I've been up one stair, like when I'm walking somewhere and I got to get up over a curb, and it's pretty pain-free, but I don't know about going up a flight of stairs. My doctor would have a coronary if he knew I was trying to climb a fucking flight of stairs right now.